Okay, here we have 4 of the Emerson Kershaw collaborations. We have the 3, 6, 7, and the 8. Got these in from Nathan Sickmiller of the Centered Edge. Nice knives. That's all I can say about it. These 3 are all V-ground. The 8 is the only chisel of the bunch. Matt over at Ripcord's Weapons had a question of how did these actually cut out of the box, being that these are made from 8CR13 MOV. Well, the way he wanted to prove that is a good old stake test. Let's give it a try. Went with a sirloin because it's everyday, common, good cut of meat. Has a little more tendon, so it's a little tougher. Let's get started with this raw test. Not applying any pressure to these. I will say that these have been through this test before. Have to redo this video because the camera locked up and the film was not good. No kind of pressure. These knives are very good. Now to the big chisel. Okay, that's out of the box. Here's my little Kershaw Brawler. That's my everyday beater. This thing goes through hell each and every day. Ultimately, it doesn't matter what your blade steel is. If you're not willing to put a little maintenance to your blade, it doesn't work. I like to use my Lansky sharpening system and my strop from Rob over at Wicked Products. This thing is a razor and it is cutting through the meat pretty much identical to the out of the box knives. Same blade steel, realistically same performance. I will say that this Brawler here stays so sharp that it will cut you looking at it. Okay, you want to try some different steels. ZT350, keep it, look at the edge. Yeah, keep that sucker razor sharp. While I'm here, favorite bead maker Santee. Shameless plug for myself and my copper tags, GPI-EDC. Imagine that. High-end S30V has the same performance as the lower-end steels. I believe this one right here concludes the raw test. Get some of these grilled up, see what they look like. Okay, here we go. We've got the steak cooked up. I don't know if you know or not, the 3, 6, and 7 are all frame lock, whereas the 8 is actually a liner lock. don't know if you can tell it or not, but the 6 and the 7 actually share the same frame, as well as the blade length is the same, only the blade shape is a little different. Here we go, this nice big sirloin. Up for number 3. Very clean cuts. And we'll say that it's a little bit more pressure added. But it's dancing right through the meat. If you're squeamish, turn away. If not, that means you're a man. Okay, Matt, since you were more interested in the 8 to begin with, we'll do a little more cutting with it. And this is actually dancing through the meat better than the others. Folks, as you can see, that is not just a little cut of meat. I guess just for example, we'll go with the other 2. Back to the brawler. Still identical results. And for the ZT, I'll say it's a little bit smoother of a cut. Then of course we've got a big belly on this blade that is razor sharp. If you're going to be embarrassed by any of this performance in front of your buddies cutting up your steak, you might as well stay home, help the old lady clean out the purse. Well guys, I'll talk to y'all later. It's about as honest of a review as it can get. Y'all have a good night. I'm just going to have some steak.